Well, hello, everybody. In my lifetime, this has gone from being a missing episode of Doctor Who to one that we can thankfully see. And now I'm delighted that I'm able to see it in the company of two of its key players, who I'm going to ask to introduce themselves.
And this is William Russell.
Oh, hi, Maureen O'Brien.
And we're going to take you to the time of the Crusades and the reign of Richard the Lionheart, who is going to come now in the shape of an early sort of guest star for Doctor Who, really, Julian Glover, who was quite big news, and it's another of the historicals.
Oh, that was wonderful.
And it's an early directing credit for Douglas Camfield.
I see the style immediately. People coming up, walking out of camera forwards.
I worked with him when he was just starting in television.
What, before Doctor Who?
Yes. Oh, long before, yes.
Oh.
And he was
gradually he became a director.
Yes.
Wonderful.
He's actually a floor manager on the first episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, is he?
And then he directed one episode of Planet of Giants.
Yeah.
And then he gets this one to do.
He was terrific, Douglas.
So, what was it? His temperament, or what he actually brought to the?
He was so enthusiastic. I mean, Richard and he had that enthusiasm in common, you know. And Dougie was obviously more of a movie guy. Somehow he had I would say Richard was primarily a theatre guy with all the principles of theatre. Dougie had this movie mind. He's, like he puts somebody's back in the foreground, and you see characters in the then facing the camera. So he gives you he immediately deepens the field of the whole thing is movement
And what was your feeling about the difference between the science fiction and the historical stuff with Doctor Who, Maureen? Did you have a preference? This is very different script wise to
Yeah. Oh, I preferred always the historical ones because I have no interest in science fiction. But I did. You see, sudden reveal like that. He's very good. There you are.
Look at you.
What am I doing there?
Well, you're exploring.
I see. We've arrived.
You've arrived.
Yes, we've arrived again. Yeah.
In the thick of trouble.
Won't be long.
No. I mean, look at that, almost immediately. And look how gallant you are. You move Barbara out of the way in order to have a bit of a scrap. And, the Doctor doesn't whack the guy there as well.
Whacking about with his cane. Where have I gone? Oh, there I am.
So, yes, and so what he quite cleverly does now, Camfield, is you've got the fight. You could hear the fight happening.
Yes,
it gives the other actors a chance to get ready.
Yes,
to do it, because here they are. And the reason he's got his back to us is because he's got an arrow sticking out of him that we can't see until he turns round.
Oh, how clever!
Which we'll see in a moment. Because that's what you have to do when you're doing it continuously.
Yes.
So yeah, he's got an arrow sticking out of him which we can't see until he does that.
Wow!
So
good trick.
And it's actually because it's obviously not going to be a very big set, and you've got all these disparate groups, but in actually quite small shots.
Yes.